Priority 5 pertains to building rail better. Of the 5 priorities, build rail better is perhaps the very hardest to find. So much of the rail project is driven within the boundaries of engineering requirements, budgetary realities, city contracts, and federal and state regulations. But in short, it is based on these 3 principles. 1, reducing visual impacts. 2, community input. And 3, fiscal transparency. Build Rail Better, for me, speaks to the way I want my administration and city government to operate. Just in the past several months, the rail project has passed some very significant milestones, all of them very, very positive. HART signed an agreement with the Federal Transit Administration for $1.55 billion to build rail in Honolulu, thanks in large part to our late Senior Senator Daniel K. Inouye. The senator may not be with us, but he's still here, and he's still delivering for Hawaii and for Honolulu. HART has also completed its archaeological inventory survey 2 months ahead of schedule and is ready to start construction in West Oahu later this year. If we want to maintain public confidence in this project, we need to make improvements based on community concerns and demonstrate fiscal responsibility and transparency at every phase. I meet weekly with HART CEO and Executive Director Dan Grabowskis. Dan, if you could please stand and be recognized here. And a team comprised of city and HART leaders to ensure that we are working collaboratively, as well as with agencies at the state and federal level. I want to thank our congressional delegation, and I want to particularly thank our Governor, Neil Abercrombie. You know, one of the great things that's happened since I've come to Honolulu Hale is that we formed, I think, a real partnership. The state and the city working together. A city where 85% of the residents live in the state, working with our governor for the first time since 40 years ago. And Governor, I want to say thank you and mahalo for all you're doing for the city. And I also want to thank UH President Marcy Greenwood for her leadership as it related to rail. She also has helped recently. I'm also building a pair of Build Rail Better working groups, one to focus on visual impacts and the other to focus on community input. Rail is the largest public works project in the history of Honolulu. I remain confident that rail is needed to improve our traffic along the urban corridor from Kapolei to Ala Moana. From there, we will look to create feeder systems to the University of Hawaii at Manoa and other locations. Together, rail and bus will serve as critical components of our transportation system for generations to come. And it is rail and bus. It's not bus versus rail or rail versus bus. It's integrated, serving the people of this island.